weeks away from flying out. We'll be by. So
Have you been there before? Jamie?
I
So
haven't been. I've been to
they did the pro
Montreal.
show.
I did the Nationals in 2011 Montreal. Yep. But this one
Yeah,
here,
I
I
think I was.
never did the Toronto Pro.
I think I watched you. Was that the one in Laval?
Yep.
Or no?
Yep, that was the one. That was Brendan Demers was up there the weekend too, and he won the junior overall. Brendan did.
He won the juniors. Yeah.
Yep.
I went up to watch that one in Laval. Yeah, I was up
Oh,
there.
did you? Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
So that was in. I did the Nationals but that was the only time I've ever been to Montreal for a. I think I went up to watch the Nationals way back in '96 or something like that. But other than that, bodybuilding. But up to a few hockey games. So, but it probably is not the same place, same areas. So it'll be fun. This will be fun anyway. So I turned the attention over to Elton, and we've been looking at posing in the morning, and it's still making it like I'm still doing it, just not having to fucking diet.
So you're going up. So you're going up to support Elton because you tore your bicep, fucking trying to do abs. Which is crazy because your abs are great anyways. I don't know.
Wow.
You
always feel like you just got to peep. Even though I was just bang on and ready to go, you can't get that mentality of keeping on pushing. You can't stop it. Like just slow back a little tiny bit. You're almost ready. No, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. It's hard to do, right? When you're right in that mode.
So how are you dealing with that mentally though? Are you you're just okay? Did you have any down moments? How did you handle that?
I tell you, Josh, it was like the very first moment when it happened. And then my girlfriend talked to me and stuff. And, we just talked about things and what was going to keep progressing and where I was going to keep going up to the show. And that whole day was kind of like, I got to get my head on straight because I'm not going to let this do this to me.
Right.
And it was just the day. That evening, I was back to my happy self. And the pain was there. Well, not that day. But it was there. But I got recovered, and I just looked at the positive. I said, well, I'll recover again, and I'm going to take this whole year, and I'm going to do the Toronto Pro. I'll be 50. I missed out on the 2 months for hitting the Grandmaster, so this way here, I'll go around. My body maybe needed a break. Who knows? So I looked at it as if a positive thing, some way, somehow. Like I said, try to find the positive, right?
I remember you messaged me from the hospital.
Yeah.
And you were just like, this happened. Bicep is gone, but he's like, but it's not the end of the world. He's like, this happened for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing.
And you know what?
And
you know what, Jamie? You're gonna have better peaks on your both biceps now.
Well, that's what I'm thinking because the new one's down. Seems like it was always down a little further towards the end of the right. So I said, well, maybe this one's going to be a little bit better, or hit a different peak on it, or. You never know. I can't.
Yeah, it usually gives it a better peak. Yeah, it's funny how that works.
So 49, 50 years old, it can't really change a whole lot. So let's dump the bicep and try to build her back up with surgery.
Let's get it.
Do something different. Try
Don't
something
add
different.
an extra in there when he puts it all back together too.
Yeah, throw a little silicone in there, buddy.
Whatever in there.
Yeah, just pump that baby up. Yeah. Anyway,
that's funny.
So that's my thoughts on it, and I've been just going and. I said, just a minute I get a chance, and it hasn't pained. I did the surgery on Monday morning, and I'm serious. It was like Tuesday. I had tons of pain, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today and yesterday, just hardly any pain. I didn't have to take any medication for the last 2 days. Yeah, and it's fine. I've been taking it out of the sling, but it gets a little tired, so I put it back in the sling. But I've started training again Friday night.
I was just gonna say, I heard you're back in the gym. I saw pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I was back at it. Hell with it. Shit. I love to go. And
awesome.
So I love it. I love to train. I love to do the whole thing. So I'm gonna help to repair it faster.
Yeah. Like your other, all your other injuries for sure.
Yep.
Not sitting around on the couch eating Cheetos and just hoping for, that's
hoping for a miracle.
That makes the process so much more longer in any type of injury, I think.
Yep. No, I know enough, and I'm gonna help to heal it up. Try my best. So yeah, it's all right. It's like I said, if Elton wasn't going too, it kind of would have almost diminished the whole thing because I wouldn't have went up by myself, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of it made it so that there was still an opportunity to get up and be in backstage, get a backstage pass, jump in and out, kind of be the eyes for Elton, and still have that fun of being in the competitive spirit, right? So I'm still looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it, and Elton's looking really good too. He's looking really good. We seen, we went and checked him out this morning. He called me and we head to the gym and took a look at him, and he's looking really good.
It makes me want to go.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Did you have Alton on here yet, or no?
No. But yeah, he's definitely one to consider for sure.
Elton's smart
definitely a prospect for after the show. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah. To talk about it might be a little late now, but maybe to talk about the journey and what happened at the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Post-trauma.
No, I think he'll. Well, he's not gonna look bad. He's gonna look really good. He's gonna look really good.
I should have wore this.
Is that the?
That's his Toronto Pro win.
Oh, it's so shiny.
Yes, sir.
That's the show we're talking about.
That's the one.
That's what I was just going to ask you. It's was it this show that you won your weight class in?
That was it.
Yeah. Back in 2018. 2018. Yeah.
You looked incredible.
And then I retired. Then I retired right after that. It was the last show.
That was probably a really good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look fantastic. Yeah, that was a good showing right there.
That was
Thanks.
That was unbelievable. I think I was living with you at the time. Is that,
no.
No.
You were living with me in the 2016 Gladiator when I got
Okay, that's the one.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
The very first Gladiator one. Yeah.
So everyone that's watching, Devin and I weren't a couple or anything. It would have been okay. Nothing wrong with that, but I was just living in his basement. That's fine.
We weren't a couple. We weren't a couple.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you would consider it. I just thought it was like friend snuggles.
I just thought that's what you do with all your clients.
Yeah. I didn't have to pay him that year. I didn't have to pay for coaching that year. No.
Yeah, you didn't have to pay for coaching that year, so yeah.
Well, that will get you a few clients. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Bar Talk is definitely not brought to you by Mutant, but I sure do have a nifty code that's going to save you some money. So put in Joshua T20 at checkout to save on apparel and supplements.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting back into the coaching thing. Starting to get back into it now.
Awesome.
So Devin, you took a little break for a while.
Yeah, I took about a year and a half off with the clothing line and the coaching. I kept a few people under my belt, like you, obviously.
Right.
You just did Columbus.
Thank you.
And in the Gladiator, Lennox and Gladiator, killed it, crushed it. The conditioning was unreal. Yeah.
I don't know. Thank you. What's that?
What's that?
I got some questions about that. Man, you looked some good at that last Gladiator.
Some questions about that.
Yeah.
Go field. You must
That's crazy, huh?
Crazy.
No.
I wasn't.
Man,
that,
I had him
eating
eating so much food.
Did you?
How much you eat?
His metabolism was so crazy. I had him eating so much food. We carved you up early in the week, right?
Yeah, we started carving up early too. It's like Tuesday.
Yeah. I can't deplete Josh or do anything like that. I have to switch things up because his metabolism is so fast.
I stopped cardio 2 weeks out.
Just kept
What did
feeding
you
him.
weigh in at?
I think it was more than that.
Maybe
Wasn't
2.5 weeks out.
We
I stopped
stopped
cardio.
Well, maybe I'm thinking Columbus too, because you stopped
Columbus,
before Columbus and then you stopped before this one too. Yeah, which was right after. So, but I always get him to cut cardio out completely too. So
It's wild.
keep the legs.
Like,
Yeah, turned out really good.
My cardio sessions are only like 20 to 30 minutes max.
How much food, Josh, were you eating in between the Columbus and the Gladiators? Were you up in
That's a
3,000?
Devin question. I was just eating
Oh, yeah?
what he told me.
Oh, really,
to do.
Devin? What'd you have them up to? Like 3,000 or more? How much food did you have him eat
In
in
calories?
between the two shows? Yeah.
I had him eating. See, I
To
don't count.
maintain?
I don't count calories.
Oh yeah.
I used to be really into counting macros and calories and all that, and I got kind of obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And I find it was like a detriment, kind of doing that. So
Right.
now I just start him off on like a base diet, which is a lot of food for Josh,
Yeah.
and see where his body goes from there, and then I adjust from there. So he was probably eating at the end. Even at the end, Josh, you were probably eating like close, like probably around 3,000 calories, close to.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. It was a lot. There was
25
days.
to 3,000
There was days
Wow.
like there was days
with
during
zero
like
cardio.
like a week, 2 weeks out. I was like full. I was like, I can't eat anymore, man. I was like, I'm having trouble eating my meals. And it's 2 weeks out. I'm like, oh god.
He
Wow.
upped his food.
Never had that problem.
No, me neither.
I don't know what.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
neither have I.
No.
We upped his food. We did a little trick. It was just a few weeks out from the show. Remember,
Right.
to get your
Yeah.
calories up,
Yeah.
we added like 2 rice cakes and peanut butter to every single meal
Yeah.
Did that
for like a
do
little
it?
dessert to get the calories up even
Yeah,
higher.
yeah.
It filled me out
Yeah.
nice, and then, but like, there's no fat burners. There's no anything.
No, you couldn't.
Went into
You
yeah.
couldn't. It was, you were
No.
just trying to
But
stay.
we all. But the thing is, this wasn't like we learned this like 2019, 2017. Man, I was just flat coming into the shows,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
like
we
I
know
was
we know your body inside and out now. Like,
yeah,
how long have I been coaching you? 2009, 2010?
I think so. Yeah, yep. 2010, we started back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we know your body inside and out now.
Yeah,
When he gets that lean too, Devin, too, you can see anything you do to him, you can see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pick up
Exactly,
on
yeah.
it pretty quick. Yeah.
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 Because he was literally inside out. It was just the skin over the muscle.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
He's a different breed, that guy.
Yeah.
I wish I just put size on that easily.
Well, from when I seen
Well,
you
you
from
do.
our show that we competed, Josh, until the last show that the Atlantics, is it before this one?
Oh yeah, that was it was like 11 months in between shows.
Yeah, it was, man, when you come out, I just woof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
You
was,
look like the same guy. You were twice as big.
But
right.
it was a bit different.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's true.
Big difference.
but
right?
even last year's Atlantics, man, you put on so much size for that.
That's
show.
the one I was talking
that
about.
one.
And this year too. Yeah, last year's. Yeah.
That was the big,
Yeah.
because you
It
already
was
did
nuts.
that big bang, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I mean,
He was 180 driving to the show for weigh-ins.
yes, sir.
So he had to
Yeah.
like crank.
Oh.
He had to crank. What did you do, Josh? Tell him what you did.
Last year. Yeah, last year I literally
To make weight. Yeah.
wore like jogging pants, sweaters, a winter coat, and cranked the heat up and drove from Halifax to Moncton. and,
There you go.
and then by the time I got
And then
to
he went to the
Moncton,
sauna.
then I had to go sit in the sauna for probably about 15 minutes, and then drop the last
You're
little
still
bit.
a bit over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And he
I don't
just
know.
made 176.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys know this, but the last at for Gladiators, I got to Moncton at 180, and I got there at 3:00 at 180, and my tan was at 430. I had to drop 4 pounds in like an hour.
I was talking to
Okay, you
Andy
go to
about
the
the very
bathroom.
same thing.
Did I
It
get you
was-
the bathroom on?
Amy had
Horrible.
the exact same thing.
I said to
Yeah.
Andy too, same thing. What about the tan? He said, "Well, fuck,
Yeah.
it's just a base tan. You got to get weight,
Yeah.
so get on the treadmill."
Yeah.
I literally I went and sat in the sauna for almost an hour, like, kind of going back and forth, but it was probably the worst thing I've ever done mentally. It was so hard. I thought like I almost had a panic attack inside of the sauna. I had to leave, kind of bring myself down, and then force myself to go back in. I brought my scale in with me, so every time I step on the scale, come out, and it would be back and forth watching the number drop.
Yeah.
But I left the sauna at I had to weigh in at 176.4. I left the sauna.
We get an awesome pick.
Yeah, at
Sorry,
177. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, I don't care if I'm in the next weight class. I physically can't do this. I think I might get sick or pass out, or I don't know. I just didn't feel good.
Yeah.
And
So
we have an awesome picture of you weighing in my hotel room. We have the picture of you making weight in my hotel room.
In the hotel room.
Like get it like 175.8 or something.
I couldn't even cry because there was nothing left in me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard.
You couldn't dry out anymore. Yeah.
No, but then I went downstairs and I weighed in with Greg Doucette, and I stepped on the scale and it said 176.4, like on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
Greg looked at me. He's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh, thank God."
That's the exact
crazy.
cutoff, 176.4.
That's the exact cutoff, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I hit the exact number. I was like, "That's messed up."
Yeah, I kept going back. I did three weigh-ins. And the last one was 177. The time was up. He said,
Man.
he said you're 0.6, 0.5, I think it was.
Oh right. Yeah, you were light heavy. You went light heavy this time, didn't you?
I went light heavy, yeah.
Was that your first?
170.
Was that your first time? Was it your first time light heavy?
Well, I
Okay,
weighed
I
in
thought
at the 2021 Flex, I think it was, and I weighed in at 187 for that show.
Holy smokes,
So-
that's awesome.
But there was only a lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight.
Right.
So the
187?
middleweight, 187. I weighed in 187 that show.
Wow.
Yep.
That's heavy.
That was heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah. And we just barely missed the overall too.
Yeah.
So then the next one we came down in 175, 76 for the next one. I don't know where that happened, but anyway. But I missed my weight cut.
For those of you that don't know, we all go way back, us four.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people watching that don't really. Let's kind of go back.
No idea.
That's a good point, Devin.
Yeah.
Let's go back and fill some people in here. There's gonna be probably quite a few people watching that just don't know us, or maybe they don't know Jamie, or they don't know one of us, or all of us, or and how we all kind of like
Connect.
come together.
Yeah. Me and Andy actually did our very first show together back in 2005.
That's right, yeah,
St.
2005.
In our 2005
St. John?
in our home city, St. John. Yeah.
Yep.
It was the
I was
St.
at
John
that.
show, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
at that.
Did you compete too?
You were in that show too?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he
No,
wasn't-
no,
he wasn't
I
in
was
it.
just
You were
I
there
was
watching.
watching.
Oh, you were watching.
Oh, you were
Okay.
there watching. Yeah. Jamie started. When did you start competing, Jamie?
I was 18 in 1992 or 91.
Holy.
But I started meeting you guys around
A little more
2005,
experience.
6, something like
9.
that, around there. 9,
Yeah.
Devin. I competed with you, and I never ever did
Yeah.
compete with Andy. We were going to this time in the Masters,
Yeah.
but he dropped out.
You guys competed against each other in St.
No,
John
I
show,
know,
didn't
buddy.
you?
I'm just tormenting. What's that, Dev?
You guys did the St. John show together, didn't you?
Oh, yes, we did too, Andy. Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did
Yeah,
do
I
that.
won the overall
Yeah.
because he didn't go into the overall. He just did the Masters, and he beat me in the Masters.
Yeah. No,
He
I
just-
was good. I just needed that. I just needed a Masters trophy. That's all I wanted.
That's all he wanted.
That's
it.
awesome.
So I went on
It was a fun day.
to win the overall that night.
Class act.
Yeah, that was a good show. That was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Jamie, you won a couple overalls now, huh?
Yes, I won St. John won to
St.
Andy.
John, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, and then Mr. New Brunswick,
New
2017.
Brunswick.
And then the Flex Lewis, 2022. Yeah.
Oh, that's right too.
Oh, you won the
That's it.
Flex Lewis overall.
Yeah, last year. Or the year gone by, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I won the overall. That's it right here behind me.
Okay.
Shoot, this
Holy crap! You got 4 overalls.
4 overalls, yep. And
That's
the one
amazing.
in the one in Nova Scotia was the classic physique. I tried that for the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that's
love to try
so
that
cool.
actually.
When
Yeah.
were all
That
your
would've been
overalls, Devin?
My overalls, St. John 2008, I won the New Brunswick 2012, and
Right.
those are the only 2 overalls I won.
But then
And
the
then
Canadian
just a bunch
Nationals.
of
You have the Gladiators. No,
Nationals.
no, you didn't.
Yeah,
It was-
Gladiators.
Nationals 2018.
Did you not?
No,
you
I
did
didn't
the
win Gladiator. No.
2016,
Oh,
Devin,
you
you
won your
placed third.
Gladiator
That's like
class.
winning. That was like winning. You
Yeah,
placed third.
that was a good show. Yeah,
That was
yeah,
a big
that
one.
that was a lot harder than the Nationals. I'll tell you that. The very first Gladiator.
Yeah, to put us all in
Yeah.
together. Mm-hmm.
And then
Some big boys.
a lot of the guys are pros now that are that I competed against there. So in that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I got one.
Hopefully,
so
hopefully Dana Baker gets his pro card here coming up. He's looking
Yeah, he's
really
looking
good.
something good.
I
Yeah,
messaged
he
him
is,
the other
yeah.
day, and I was just like, man, I was like, finally, dude, finally, you're pulling it together.
Yeah,
It's been
I
a
like
while.
watching his progress. Is at 4 or 5, 6 weeks out, it's like I don't know. And then
Yeah.
just out of nowhere, he's peeled. It's the craziest thing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
what
It's
just
like he
happened?
pulled.
You can see it. It's almost
Yeah,
like
he
an
flipped the
automatic
switch.
change.
It's like
It's like-
overnight. You're like, what?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
He changes fast. Yeah,
Does he ever?
but he deserves a pro card, man. Like he's been putting the work in
Oh, yeah.
forever now. He's done so many national shows. Like
He's been really
I
trying.
hope he gets it. Yeah, I hope he gets
He's
it.
great for the sport too. He's a really good ambassador.
Yeah,
He is. He's a very good ambassador. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy for sure. It's just like it's just nice to see him coming in. I think last year he looked good, but like this year he looks like just a lot different. He's really like nailing the conditioning this time.
He does.
Yeah.
Right.
He's-
it's
He does, yeah.
It's been
fantastic shape, right? He nails that condition. He's gonna pull it all together.
Who's his coach?
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
Is he with Patrick? Or wasn't he with Patrick Thore?
I'm not sure who he's with now. He
Well,
was
he
with
did
Matt
mention it.
Jensen at one point.
Oh, maybe it's Matt.
I'm-
Yeah. Maybe he's doing.
He
his own
was
thing
with
now.
Matt. I don't know if he is anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, no, that's gonna be a good show though.
so Briggs, how many overalls did you get? We getting
I got
three.
two. Or maybe
Two.
3. Or maybe 4.
No, you got three.
Three.
Say he
I
did.
don't
You
know.
got three,
Yeah.
Andy.
You got
got
Atlantics.
You got 2000.
How
Brunswick.
many do I have?
You got
St. John.
2000.
2000.
You got three. You got 2008 New Brunswick,
Brunswick. 2011.
and then you
was
got
Atlanta, and I think I got a St. John show in there.
2011. You got Atlantics and St. John that both.
Oh, that's right.
that
Yeah,
year.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's pretty-
2011 was the first year I competed, and we were together at the St. John show and Atlantics.
That's right.
2011
So-
was.
Yeah, was my first show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
Because
Are you sure?
I remember being backstage with Andy going. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
I was like, this is.
Yeah, I was. Sorry.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
this is
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I was 132 pounds.
Yeah.
That would you weigh?
Josh,
Yeah.
132. Yeah.
And you got this 200-pound rip monster looking
I
at
was
you.
just standing beside Andy going, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
I'm like,
132.
I was like,
milk. You're rip.
I was
Not
like,
even
yeah.
as shredded as you get now.
Oh,
Not even
yeah.
as shredded as you
No.
get now.
No, I wasn't.
Not
No.
even close.
You were just like one. You could have stepped on stage at 180 something
Oh, yeah, I
if
could
you
have.
wanted you to.
But I just remember standing beside Andy, looking over and going, that's going to be me one day. It was just like, but
I remember in 2005, yeah, looking over at Andy because he was in that show. But I never thought this was gonna be me someday. I was like, what is this?
like, who is this
What is this?
freak?
What is this? What is this creature? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one with Omar as well. Was Omar in that one?
That was the Omar one. That's when you could have won. It was a
Yeah,
tie.
Omar. Omar. I don't know.
It was
Close.
it was you, Omar, and that shredded. Yeah, it was you,
Yeah, that other
Omar,
guy.
and that shredded guys all tied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I wonder what happened to
Yeah.
that other guy. He wasn't
I
feeling
don't
well. I
know.
know
He
that.
had pretty good gyno on him. So
Yeah.
Maybe get that taken care of.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I don't remember much from back then, from that particular time.
That's going back.
You didn't even live here then, Josh. When did you move here, Josh? In
No.
St. John?
Yeah, I
Not
did.
here. Sorry.
Oh
Here
no,
where I'm at.
There, yeah. She says, and I competed at 11.
I met
10,
you in 09, right?
probably 09. I met Devin
I
in
met you in 09.
09 because Devin was working at the Canadian
Store.
what's it called? The Canadian Made Muscle or something? Yeah, the supplement store.
The supplement store, yeah.
Yeah, the supplement store. And and then Devin was prepping for a show, and I walked in and I handed him my resume. So I just moved there. And I was like, who is this guy? Why does he look so weird?
Oh, I'd say sunken in, yeah.
Yeah. So I handed him my resume, and I was like, and then I just
you go
kept
there
coming
to visit
back.
Devin or whatever, and he'd be in there watching bodybuilding videos all day long.
One time I walked in, he was laying on the floor.
That's what I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when I was laying on the floor, yeah.
One time I walked in, he was laying on the floor.
Right,
and I was
that
like,
was right before the show.
yeah. I was like, what? I was like,
yeah, I was pretty dead then. Yeah.
It's wild how far we
I
take
used to
this
just
here.
at work. That's all I did was study bodybuilding and nutrition and all that.
And then I met Andy at the gym uptown through
that's right.
Big Steve, I think.
Yeah, Big Steve. That's right. That's right.
And then we literally just became friends in the gym, and then I think slowly just started doing stuff outside eventually, going and eating wings and crap.
Yeah. Yeah. We can eat the most wings.
Yeah.
The wings? The wings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you say eating wings? Yeah. That must be the secret, JB.
I guess.
You gotta eat more wings, boy.
Gotta eat more wings, I guess. Yeah. I can do that. I can eat. That's one thing I can do is eat.
How much weight have you put on since you hurt your arm?
10 pounds, I think. And I think this here son of a whore is like 4.
Ooh, that thing.
It was supposed to get off tomorrow morning, but it's a holiday, so they postponed my appointment till Thursday. And I don't think I can take it. I'm starting to stink and stuff too, right? It's not right. But yeah,
it's a hard cast?
That's where he hides.
No, it's just a wrap cast, but it's great big, right? And it's irritable.
There's the doggy. That's
right.
Well,
it's gotta be big.
I found a little teddy bear.
Yeah.
That's where he hides his where he hides his wings and his Cheetos and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I gained, and I can't get out of the regimen of eating. Really, like I'm still eating my food, and that's why I'm up in the morning the same time. It's almost like everything's still going the same way, and I can't break it right yet. It'll kind of break its course a little bit as I go, and you know what I mean. But I'm kind of in the mode of repairing and going further ahead and making a progress, and I can't get out of it. And it's kind of bad sometimes too, because you got to relax too. You got to chill.
Yeah.
So
you got to calm your mind down.
It's a good mindset. It's a good mindset that you're not getting like down and out and depressed and stuff like that. But.
Yeah. Either none of them really got me that way. The very first one, I thought that was the ending of things. But once I realized, the doctor gave me the okay to go and train, and I got back into it and healed up, and it was fine, nice and strong after that. And so, it's all positive. I can. Everything's a positive.
Yeah. So you were prepping for the Gladiators. I didn't know this at all. Look, Andy was prepping. I had no clue. I was sending him like updates of myself because I was like, I didn't know he was prepping. I was just like, oh, here you go, Andy. Check this out. What do you think?
Every time you sent me a picture, I would cut another 100 calories. Getting way ahead of me.
I was like, I had no idea you were prepping, or I wouldn't have done that. I'd be like,
I know. Yeah, you would have. What are you talking
No,
I done
it. I had no clue.
Yeah, no, I was coming in. I would have done all right. I think I was pretty lean, but I hurt my butt, so I stopped.
Just one sec, boys.
Yeah.
Go use the bathroom real quick.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
Be right back.
No, yeah. So that sucks. But
Yeah.
man, I was
There's
like,
no
when I
deduction.
found out that you were going to do it, and I don't know if I was more sad than you when you pulled out, because I was just like, I could have been on stage with Andy.
I know. I
Oh,
was the
man.
same way too.
I was just like, oh my
I
god!
was
I was
hoping
like,
I tried
no,
everything to get on that stage, guys. I just couldn't make it happen. But
no.
I would have
That's
against
fu-
that Chris Pinero guy, and he's a monster now, so that wouldn't work out too
yeah.
well. Man, he's
It
big.
just
Holy.
yeah. He did really well in his off season.
Yeah,
And he
Oh,
put on
gosh,
a,
yeah, I think
he
he's
put on a
20
lot.
pounds heavier.
Yeah.
I think he was. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
he had a good off
What
season.
are his plans? Is he doing the Nationals coming up here? What's he doing?
He's
Who,
taking
Chris?
a break for a little bit.
Yeah,
He's
and he's not doing it.
no, he
Okay.
has no particular plans at the moment. He's just gonna have an off season and just
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good future there if he wants to keep going with it.
yeah. I think he's
Got
planning
good
on
with
it.
the lead.
Right.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So he's
How
got
old is he?
That I'm not sure. Mid-30s, I think.
Oh yes, he did say. I watched the podcast. He did say it's
Yeah.
like 30. I think early 30s, 31 or.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, and he's got Big Morgan as a coach, so
Yeah.
he
That's
knows
right.
what he's doing. He's pretty good. So
Is Morgan doing the upcoming Toronto show?
yeah,
Yeah.
Toronto Pro?
Mhm.
He is. Okay.
Looks fantastic too. Hard as nails. I just seen a picture there this morning. Wicked. Yeah.
his first pro show. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be really interesting to see.
Do you know what he's going to weigh? What's he coming in at? What was he at the last? He was what?
Would 280 be right?
There,
No,
he
that's
was
280.
about 300 pounds there. I know at the
Like
at the
what?
show.
Yeah,
Chatting with him.
I thought he was like. I thought he said lately like 280, maybe. Would that be right?
sounds.
Maybe
Who we
not.
talking about, Morgan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what do you think it's gonna come in at?
Morgan?
Yeah,
Yeah, Morgan McDonald.
What? He's doing
wait.
Toronto Pro?
He's doing the Toronto Pro. Yep.
yeah. He looks freakish. It's
Yeah.
like Instagram
What did
pictures
he-
don't really show what he actually looks like. How big this
No,
guy
they
is.
don't at all. You
No.
see him in person, it's just
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Josh, you remember when we
Yeah,
seen
he's a
him
big boy.
side on when he was out posing?
Yeah, we were
It
like
just looked like a horse leg and the horse arse. Like it was like
just,
monstrous. Like the thighs
Yeah.
were just unbelievably like. Put
We
yours
just-
together, put mine together, and there was just one of his.
Jamie
just
and I
a
just
mountain
looked.
of the male.
Jamie and I just looked at each other and we were like, "What the?
What the fuck is
are
that?"
we watching? Like,
Yeah, right, eh?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Like he's a big man.
Yeah.
I never seen him like it in my
Yeah.
life. We were all back there with him at the last Gladiator, and it was just like,
Right.
what?
Yeah,
His leg is bigger than my waist.
yeah, he's a.
Yeah.
And
I
it
remember
looks
the
like
first
his.
Gladiator he did. Remember
Yeah.
it was the one you tore your tricep, Jamie, I think. Remember
Okay,
that
this-
Gladiator?
Yep, the 18.
That was the 18. Yeah. Morgan was in that. That was the first time I seen him compete because he was in Newfoundland competing, right? So
Yes.
the first time I
Yep.
seen him in person, and he was like young, and just starting out, and
Mhm.
what a beast.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was a big boy.
he's very knowledgeable too. So when it comes to the sport, so
Yeah. He knows his stuff, and he's being coached by Ron Parflow.
Yeah.
So it's like no matter. Yeah, it's like so. No matter how much we know, I think we always need a coach, right? You always need someone to be
Yeah.
held accountable to.
Yep.
So-
you do.
Jamie, Andy was your coach for Gladiators?
Yeah, Andy's been my coach since probably the last 6 shows, maybe. For
Cool.
sure. I think since
So-
since
Andy, you've been Jamie's coach?
Well, sort of. I mean, Jamie's a pretty easy guy to coach. You just throw a number at him, he does
Yeah.
it, and then,
Yeah.
things aren't going a
Oh
certain
wow,
way.
I didn't know that.
a little off the number.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, and I'll just like I just throw stuff by him.
I
He
know.
say, "Yep, yep, this and that," and we just go ahead and yep, he's the guy I turn to when I need to.
Are you?
yeah.
Do
Jamie
you
knows
coach
what he's
any?
doing anyway. But we're
Do you
more
coach
just like
anybody
friends
else?
What's that?
It's nice
No.
to have another set of eyes, though, right?
That's
It definitely
basically
is.
what it is for Jamie. You know,
Yeah.
if he was doing
Okay.
something ridiculous, I'd tell him, but he knows
Yeah.
what he's doing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's.
we've been around the sport for quite a while now, all of us. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know,
But
man.
like you said, it's always good to have those second eyes, and the me and Andy's
Yeah.
kind of got that little click
It is.
thing going there, and we work well. And he's fantastic in his knowledge. So yeah, it works good.
yeah, exactly.
I've been very
That's
lucky
like-
to have him
Yeah.
around.
I've had so many people come to me and ask me to coach them, and I'm like, no. It's like I know what I'm doing, but I maybe for myself, sort of. Like I will write you a program. I can do that. I will get you there. But for like diet and nutrition, like I don't want that responsibility. No, thanks. So I'm like, here, Devin, here you go. Here's a new client.
Yeah.
That's
no,
good for
you don't
Devin.
want that responsibility after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, but now it's
It takes
What's
a
the most
toll
amount of-
after a while.
What's the most amount of clients you've ever had, Devin, at one time?
I had back a few years ago, before I took this break, I had 60 something, and then my employees had about 20 something.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
that's wild. Like
That's
I don't know.
good.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard on the head. I'll tell you that. It was definitely hard on the head.
Yeah.
Especially
you
like
take
someone-
on everyone's because everyone's stressed out too, so you take on everyone's stress, right?
Yeah.
Like you absorb all their stress too.
Yeah.
Because I actually give a shit, so
Yeah.
I take on their stress too. So
It
it
gets-
does
it
get
gets-
you after a while. Like if you notice, the coaches when we started, they're long gone,
Yeah.
right?
True.
You can only do it for a certain amount of years. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
at, like at a
especially
high level.
When you got 60-some clients too, I mean, that would just be unbelievable, right? Coming at you always, even if
Yeah.
you have your staff too.
So like, especially
Yeah.
like, I know like I was one of the clients, and if I had to deal with 60 of me, holy, like, because it's like 24 hours, right?
60
Like,
of you. 60 of you would have been easy, man.
well, I don't know. I always feel like I'm bothering you, right?
Oh man.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I
right.
think,
60 of you would have been so easy. It's not 60 of you, it's 60. There's like most of them just with the we'll say strangest questions ever.
right.
Or a lot of them just want a friend and want to talk.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I guess.
So
So I want to like, a lot of people don't really know this, but when I was prepping for the Arnold's, it was peak week, and I was flying to Columbus, and during that time, Devin had the flu or some weird shit. I don't know. Anyway, I was
food
talking to
poisoning
him.
or the flu.
I was talking to him on the phone while in the airport. I was doing like check-ins every time I landed and doing my layovers and stuff. Like I'd go to the washroom and like do my like see what my weight is. And
Weigh 'em,
'Cause-
yeah, to make sure we make weight.
so during that period, Devin was sick, and I was talking to him as he was laying on the bathroom floor, wrapped around a toilet.
I was so sick. I don't even remember being that
That's
sick
dedication.
in a
So,
long
but
time.
like Devin's like, he's like, okay.
I had
He's like,
COVID and I wasn't even that sick.
right. He's laying on the floor. He's like, okay. He's like, don't drink anything. He's like, hold on a second. Blah! And then he's like, okay, I'm good. And then he's like, have half a cup of rice. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. We
I was like-
put a little bit of carbs in there just to get try to get a little bit of glycogen in without going
Right.
overweight.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
But as we know, you need it was hard to even carb you up until after weigh-in because
Yeah.
luckily we had some time because as we know you need carbs, water, and sodium
Right.
to create glycogen,
out,
right,
yeah.
in the muscle. So yeah, so we basically we put water back in after you weighed in, remember?
Yeah. So that was good.
So right after you weighed in, we put water back in so we could carb load correctly.
So that was fantastic. But
Yeah, that was
yeah.
fun.
So,
Second place, by the way, second place in Columbus.
yeah. Thanks.
Good job, buddy.
That is good, buddy. Good job.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
That's
Yeah.
that's something.
I was definitely
Yeah, that's
going into that competition expecting to, just go and have fun, right? And I'm just gonna get my ass handed to me, whatever. I don't care. So this is gonna be fun. And then battling, for first place was pretty wild. And then
Did you stick around and watch the pro?
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, yep. Yeah. I got probably about 10 feet away from Samson there.
Oh, nice.
That made me really happy that I retired in 2018. Seeing you compete the last couple of years, Josh.
Coming up. No way.
I never had that conditioning. You don't see that very often, that conditioning.
No.
No, I don't know where that comes from. Just trying.
You must suffer, man. You must be suffering because that looks like you're just inside out, dude.
It's hard. There's times where I almost fall asleep driving home at work, or like I lay down at work on my concrete floor and I'm passing out within like minutes. I'm like during my lunch break, I'm sleeping on like hard concrete floor. Like
it's funny. It's funny how you can still eat a lot of calories and do no cardio, but you can still suffer.
Yeah.
Like depending how fast your metabolism is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works.
It's still super hard, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What are you doing next, Josh?
What's that?
What are you gonna do next?
If the stars align and everything works out, gonna do the Canadian Nationals in October.
All right.
And then Olympia.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's the first week in November.
Is it in Vegas?
This one's in Florida.
Oh, it's in Florida. Right.
Yeah. So it kind of goes back
That'd be
and forth,
fun.
I think. Yeah, so that's if I qualify at the Nationals.
Right.
And then I think
And then he's hanging out. Then he's hanging up after that.
Probably. I don't know. Probably. I probably should. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm like in Jamie's mindset, man. Just keep going. I'm still getting better.
Forever. Oh yeah.
But then I also want to follow Andy's lifestyle too, and I want to go on trips.
You can also say you're retired, and then if you feel like it, just do another one. And say you're retired.
That's kind of
Yeah, you can do that all the time in this sport.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can I'm coming out of retirement. Just like, all right. Oh my God, he's coming back.
Yeah. Just don't tell anybody so they keep sending their progress pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Deciding if you want to.
Drop out at the last minute. Like, nah, these guys are too lean. I'm out. I'm really happy.
I'm still retired.
Yeah. I'm still retired.
When I retired, everyone called my bluff, and they're like, "No, you'll be back. You'll be back. You'll be back."
Yeah.
Everyone said that. I think you did too, Andy. Maybe.
Yeah,
I thought you would be back.
I'm still banking on that. I'm still pretty sure you'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should start training again then. I haven't trained in about a year or so I should start
but
training first.
Imagine.
Do you miss it? Do you miss training, Dev?
What's that?
Do you miss the training?
I do miss it. I do miss it a lot. Yeah.
Imagine how your body would bounce back though after.
Oh,
Like what
Yeah.
would probably happen if you started coming back in seriously. You would probably just blow
Yeah.
up.
That'd be cool before
Yeah, if I
and
did
after
everything.
picture.
yeah.
What's that?
That'd be good before and
Yeah.
after picture there.
Oh
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I mean, I was thinking about doing that. I might.
Well, like if you're
you
thinking
heard it
about
first.
like,
I won't be on stage. I won't be on stage, but I can post it on the gram.
but like if you
Yeah,
think about like motivation and life goals and reasons to keep moving forward, having like if you have any goals in your life right now, and like adding something onto it like that would be just something extra motivating for health wise even.
And I need that.
Right? Exactly.
I
That's
need
kind of
that
where I'm
too right
going.
now. Like, yeah, like mentally, I need that right now because obviously I had a really bad few years, as you guys know.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to talk about that now.
I do
not,
need training. Yeah, sure. I'll talk about whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you want to like get into that or not, or we can save that for another time. But
no, I'll talk about it. I don't mind talking about any of it and getting the awareness out there, really,
right.
for that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, I guess my first question is then, what caused the retirement, or what caused not the retirement? Sorry, what caused I guess you to take a step back from coaching? If you like, what was the catalyst of your hard couple years?
Taking a step back from coaching, it was mentally exhausting. It was really exhausting to me. And then about 3 years ago, I had a really bad divorce. That went really bad. And I went into a huge depression after that. And I tried to cover it up with a Band-Aid. And the Band-Aids were drugs and alcohol. So I got really into drugs for a while. And then started losing things, started losing people in my life. Then when the alcohol kicked in with it, things got even worse. So I ended up losing, I pretty much lost everything. I lost my house. I'm selling my house right now. I lost my truck. I lost pretty much my business. I stopped coaching because I was just, I didn't want to coach when I was in that position, right?
That also shows a lot of caring.
So,
even though you were kind of fucked up, you still cared about your clients, man, right? And so you kind of you weren't trying to like just give them shitty like service, right? That's
no. Like I always care about people. Even when I was under the influence of drugs and alcohol, I still care about people and like helping people. That's why one of the reasons why I like coaching. But so that got pretty serious. Then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse, to the point where I was having lots of health issues, ending up in jail a couple times. It just got it got really bad.
Oh, what was that like?
Severe.
I've never been.
Never been.
What was what like?
What was it? Is it all as cracked up to be? I don't know. Did you meet any cool
drugs
people?
Drugs or jail?
Jail.
No, I didn't meet anyone because I was in lockup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, no, I didn't get to meet many people. So, yeah, I tried to cover it all with a Band-Aid.
Right.
With drugs and alcohol, and then it got really, really severe.
Do you mind
I basically
asking
couldn't do anything anymore.
What you were using?
My drug of choice was benzodiazepines and opiates.
Oof. That's hard stuff,
then,
dude.
So Oxycontin and all that. Lots of Oxy. And then, it still was nowhere near the drinking though. The drinking for me, because I'm a severe alcoholic. I wasn't in my bodybuilding career, but I was always an addict, right? Like I was addicted to bodybuilding. I think that's why I did so well. And
I think most bodybuilders
so
are addicts of some sort.
Yeah, so I was addicted to bodybuilding for years. So drugs and alcohol were out of the question. I wanted my body to look the best, so I couldn't do that stuff, right? So, and then once all the shit hit the fan there, that happened, and then I turned into severe alcoholic. Things got really bad, so they ended up shipping me. My girlfriend she's really big support for me, Amanda. She's supported me through all this. We were friends before. And
it's pretty wild, actually.
You know her. Yeah, you know her. You know how good of a support system she is. So she ended up getting me out to Ontario for rehab. So I went to I was in rehab for 30 days out in Ontario. I took out all my investments. I lost all my investments. I took it all out for drugs and alcohol, and then I had about $20,000 left in investments, and I pulled it out to go to rehab in Ontario. So yeah, wow. It was a good place. Yeah, so that was last August. So, and then just trying to recover now. Basically, I'm trying to not put myself in the most stressful situation. So I didn't want to jump right back into coaching again and take on everyone's stress when I'm going through all that. So I'm just trying to recover and and stay far away. I mean, I haven't did drugs now in almost a year, so
it's good.
Yeah.
Good, buddy.
So,
good for you.
Yeah.
You look good though, Jeff. You look good.
Yeah. That's amazing, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Congratulations. So, yeah, man, that's crazy. So, what's keeping you from sliding back? Is like Amanda, your son
From sliding back.
Like what's when you have a hard day, like because you've been having a few hard days with your house, trying to sell the house and everything. What's
the house thing is
from...
really stressful. I did have some slips. I did have some alcoholic slips. I haven't taken drugs. When I was in rehab, I cut out a lot of people in my life, a lot. So when I got out of rehab, when I was in rehab, I made a list of people I wanted to keep in my life and people that weren't good for my life. So I cut out a lot of people. I want a really good circle around me.
So important.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. So I cut out all my drug connections and all that. I cut them all out. But alcohol is so accessible, right? Like you can just go to the liquor store and there has been some slips there. There's definitely been some slips. And then I had some really bad health issues. I started having seizures. I had one back in January, a really bad one. And then I had one a week and a half ago, which was really bad, where they almost lost me. I stopped breathing. I was like purple. Yeah.
Wow.
So I barely made it out alive. Yeah. That was a week and a half ago. So they kept me in the hospital for about 3 days. I mean, I feel good now, but it's scary because you never know when you're gonna have another one.
Yeah.
Are they triggered by something, or is it just random?
No, I think it's just the drugs and alcohol over the years. Because I didn't have any before that. I never had any problems. This year is the first year I ever had any. So, yeah.
So being like coming off and you're clean and your body's like still probably trying to rewire itself. And
yeah, I think so. I think my brain's still rewiring some things up there. Yeah.
And every now and then it probably short circuits and you send you to the ground.
Mm. Yeah.
Scary though.
Into the ground. Yeah, the last one was the first one. I was hallucinating, and the paramedics had to chase me around the house for an hour and a half. I was seeing masks, and it was pretty crazy. Yeah, and I don't remember any of it. So
Wow.
for an hour and a half. This time I didn't have that, but this one was worse because after the seizure I stopped breathing, and I turned.
Did they do CPR or did they what did they do?
No, Amanda, she takes straight over, so she flipped me on my side and she was slapping me awake, trying to get me to stay alive.
Did they do any tests, Devin, to see what?
Yeah, they did both times. Yeah, I got CAT scans done and different things like that. So, and I went to a neurologist as well a few weeks ago. So,
Did they find anything root of it or anything like that, or what's causing it? Or?
Nothing. No, they didn't find anything. But I think I pretty much know.
Yeah.
Know what it's from, but yeah. But I mean, Andy's seen me messed up a few times there. Andy's seen the first of my when I started going
through some stuff.
The first of my downfall, we'll say.
Yeah. It's a sharp corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What do you have any advice for somebody who's in a similar situation that you were?
Any advice? For just surround yourself with good people, good circle. Find something you love, like a hobby you love, not one that's gonna tear you down.
Right. Yeah.
And if you're an alcoholic, AA is the place to be for sure. Like,
you finding that
the
helpful?
support system there? Oh, tremendously. I mean,
yeah.
The people I met in AA are amazing. I got people that write me every single morning. My sponsor is there for me anytime. He'll come to my house any single time. If I call him up, if I feel like having a drink, he'll come right to my house. He goes to any meeting with me if I want. There's a lot of people there for me.
That's wonderful.
In AA.
Awesome.
Yeah, buddy. And AA, yeah, and it's not just for alcoholics too. It's for like addicts in general. Like it applies to drug addicts and alcoholics and every. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So.
Addiction, right?
Yeah.
AA, Addiction Anonymous.
Addiction. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what I would recommend. Yeah. But I would like to eventually get into helping people with that once I get some more time in. I would like to help people with addiction problems and yeah.
Yeah. So becoming like a sponsor yourself or something that way, or like a little bit more.
I would love to be eventually a sponsor because it helps too, right? Like the people that sponsor and the people that help and stuff, it helps them stay sober as well.
Right? Gives them responsibility to somebody else too.
It gives them responsibility. Yeah, they can't go out drinking and stuff when they're helping people stay sober and.
Yeah.
Right. So. Yeah.
So, do you think if you didn't have bodybuilding, this could have started earlier in your life?
Something would have, because I always had that addictive personality. It just happened to start with bodybuilding, and then it got into like women after that, like during the bodybuilding years. So,
right.
Yeah, and then the drugs, and then the alcohol. So there was always something. Mm-hmm. There's always something. Yeah. So possibly.
Yeah.
But I would have found something. Right. Maybe not drugs or alcohol, but I would have found something.
Yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been, or you never know, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you did something, Dev, and you got your help that you needed. That's perfect. Like
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in a much better spot now. I'm coming around. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So finally,
Awesome.
after
And there's like guys
these
like
last
Andy and
long 3 years.
Jamie, yeah. But there's like guys like Andy and Jamie and I, and I'm sure quite a few other people in your life that no matter what all that shit was going on, we were still had you, right? We still had your back.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like, hopefully we made the list when you were knocking people off.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. You guys. Yeah. You guys definitely weren't cut from the list.
Because they would have been pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. It's getting kind of late. I got a couple questions from like Instagram people to change the mood a little bit. Flip it over.
Yeah.
But well, we could definitely dive deeper into that, though. I think when we, maybe on a few other episodes or whatever, because like there's so much in there, right, Devin? That's like that's
Yeah,
just like a brief. That's
I
just
have
like a brief over like a picture of what was going on, but there's so much.
Yeah. And I have no problem talking about. I have no problem talking about.
But
talking
yeah,
about any of that. So
like
Oh, that's
Andy
good.
if
said,
I can help someone out with it.
Yeah, like Andy, if you want to ask, go for it, man.
Well, I just wonder how it, like, what did it do to you physically? Like, what, did it affect your liver? Did it affect your, things like that?
Yeah. So physically, it affected my brain a lot. That was one of the main things. I couldn't speak right. I couldn't speak the same for a while. It took me like a long time to get my speech back after the drugs and stuff, and it affected my brain obviously. My liver, I have fatty liver, and that was a while ago now. I had fatty livers, like the first of the alcoholism. So I'm not really sure where it's at now. I don't think it's too good, but I'm working on getting it back. So, yeah, physically,
You held
just,
such a great physique the whole time. It was.
Like, how did you do that? It's so weird.
I did for a bit. I think it's just because I trained for so long, and I was still training, and but it finally went away. Like my physique, like is gone now completely. I stopped training probably a little over a year ago, so no more muscles anymore, but
They'll be
not the
back.
same physique
That
anymore.
can come back
Not
quickly
even close, but
when you're ready.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does come back quickly because when I do just a little something, I can notice it. So because it's been so long since I trained or ate right or did anything right. Yeah, so it's been so long since I did anything right that I think it'll come back pretty quick once I decide to
Yeah, definitely will.
start up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I stopped bodybuilding for probably 7 or 8 months or something like that, and I lost everything. It was really shocking how bad it was. I was down around 170 pounds.
Holy smokes! I
And
couldn't.
then,
Wow.
yeah, just kind of a skinny, fat-looking guy, regular guy. And then I decided I was going to do the nationals that year, and brought it all back. Was right back to almost 200 on stage, and
Wow.
and that was within
Crazy.
3 months. So
Wow.
That's
It
wild
does
how
come back.
fast it can respond. But how
Yeah.
how
that muscle
crappy
memory
you feel.
is something special. That muscle memory.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're looking forward to your comeback. That's what I'm saying.
Oh right, yeah.
What's that?
So I'm looking forward to your comeback. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Classic physique.
There you go.
Classic. That's good. Do that.
Oh yeah, it would be classic if I ever did make a comeback. Yeah.
Well, you got that classic physique too, so
You got those crazy shoulders. And
yeah.
I got two
Arrow
years
waist.
till masters, so
2 years left.
There you go.
2 years.
That's
2 years.
fun.
2 years
Oh
left.
yeah,
till-
2 years to. I
Yeah.
think everybody's in their 40s. Fuck.
Yeah.
You've been around for so long.
I
Devin,
just
you're still only
turned-
38.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, 38. Yeah. I just turned 38 like 3 weeks ago.
A
So we got a bit to go.
couple years. Perfect.
What are you, Josh?
Years, yeah.
What's that?
Are you 40?
Yeah, I turned 40 in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was like,
He won the Masters at Atlantic.
Did you do the mask? Did I miss
yeah,
that?
probably.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
won
he
it the
won.
last few years until Josh just decided he was going to take it this year.
Yeah, sorry.
That's it's all right.
Yeah, I got third. I got third in Masters at Arnold's, and then won
Right.
the Masters at Atlantic's, which was
And second in
nutty.
your class in Arnold. Right?
Yeah, and second in
Yeah.
yeah. So it was nutty in for the Arnolds because like those dudes were big,
Yeah.
and they're all like, I think they're all like from the Middle Eastern guys. They all came in like huge, and it's like I was like, oh my god. I was just like,
You got
this
a
is
picture
gonna
there?
be.
Can you do that? Can you show a picture of you again? You in the Masters class at the Arnold?
It depends on if Instagram is working.
Oh,
I'm guessing. Yeah, Instagram is down for a bit. I'm
Oh.
guessing they didn't have your conditioning though.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if anybody has your conditioning actually. I think about it.
I've never seen it in person.
No.
Josh is always the
I haven't
leadest
either.
guy.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
It's disturbing, actually. It's
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's
Yeah.
No.
not a good. You know.
No, you look. It
No.
looks fantastic.
Yeah. Especially that back double by. Holy shit.
Jeez, yeah.
right. Yeah, that one's pretty weird.
Mm. Pretty weird art.
So, Andy, when you going south again?
November, you coming?
November?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
let's go.
just,
All right,
just like
let's
that.
do it.
Okay,
So,
we're going. You. All
We're
right.
committed. Let's go.
Where you go?
All right,
Where you going?
you guys are all
Where you
invited.
going?
We got
Yeah.
a trip to Mexico planned.
Already
Mexico,
planned.
I still haven't went to Mexico with you, man.
Yeah, you got to come. November.
You tried to
Let's
get me
go.
to go for so long.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
dude.
I'll go for
So
sure. Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
go.
they have
The house
they
will be
have
sold by then. The house will be sold, so I'll go.
That one's easy enough. They have like it's called the Mr. Ibero-Star contest, the place that we go to. And of course, they pulled me up
Mhm.
on the stage to do the Mr. Ibero-Star contest. And it was all like drinking beers and flexing a little bit, and I lost. So I need my redemption.
How did you lose?
I don't
You
know,
could drink
but
beer
I
and you
lost.
got muscle. Yeah.
Oh shit. My phone's starting to die here. Yeah, I'll go up, man. I better start training now if I'm gonna go.
Yeah, let's go. We need one of us can win Mr. Ibero-Star.
that's awesome.
Huh?
Mr.
Here's,
O'Beero Star.
Ibero-Star, or whatever the name of the resort is. Ibero-Star. Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
You made it happen.
There we go.
Can
You
see
zoom
that?
in?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Josh is getting so techie. He's getting so
Look at this.
techie from when I met him.
I didn't know you were such a
Right?
nerd.
Yeah, so
I know.
yeah, that's third place. The guy in the black
You're
trunks,
right.
I think he is like fourth.
Right.
I
Okay.
think, right?
Yeah.
So
And that's the Masters or that's the Open?
yeah, no, this is. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the Masters. There we go. So, yeah, the guy in the green, I think, placed second in Masters, and he's the one that
Okay, yeah,
beat me
he's
in
good.
Open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not
Excellent.
sure.
Nice.
crazy. Yeah, so the guy, the green got second, placed third.
Okay.
Kimmy. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Insane.
Insane.
Awesome.
All right, let's get a couple questions and then let's get going. It's getting late.
Okay.
Let's see. Chris asked, how do we keep ourselves focused when others around you don't have similar goals? How do you make your training, food, prep number one in our lives when we're getting into a show? Like,
while we're getting ready for a show.
Yeah, like
you
if
go
like
into
just
your
like
own zone and get.
It's just tunnel vision, right? It's
if you're like living
Yeah.
at home or like your partner isn't like, you know, maybe that supportive or they don't have the same goals and you have to, they're eating pizza while you're eating chicken and rice beside you. How do you handle that?
suck it up. You can't eat the fucking pizza, so suck it up. That's just it. We're in this, and we know what we're into when we're doing it, and whatever, just nothing can really take us away from our straight goal, what we're going to. So they can, I've done that for years with my kids, and they just ate what they did, and I ate what I did. I had to, right? It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't know about.
I'll usually do a cheat day or a cheat meal or something like that too, just to feel normal, and I find that really helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah,
That does definitely.
Yeah. So you can actually.
It does make you feel normal. Yeah.
Relate a bit to the rest of the world.
Yeah, I think sometimes like refeeds and cheat meals are they're done purposely for the physique, but also like it can be like a mental health like reset as well, and to
mentally too,
not feeling you're going fucking crazy, and or like giving your partner.
I've never been in that situation, to be honest. Like I usually try to date someone that's supportive with my goals, or we have the same goal, like similar goals, or we help each other with our goals. So if I'm 2 weeks out from a show, I've never had a girlfriend eating pizza beside me, so I can't say.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I can't say I've been there. Can't say I've been there.
I don't think,
but we do schedule cheat meals and stuff. Like we'll schedule date nights like once every 2 weeks or whatever, or something like that, right? And then we'll live like a normal life. And it's not forever, right? Prep's not forever.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Just have to.
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember when I was dating Allison, my wife. I was going through the 2019 prep. I set her down on the coach like a week before prep started, and I was like, listen, I'm going to do this thing, and it's going to have an effect on our relationship. I was like, I'm going to start dieting. I might get grumpy. My energy, like I just kind of explained what this process is going to look like. And so she I front loaded her. So when things did happen, she's like, oh yeah, he told me about this. This is normal. And like, oh yeah.
That's smart.
Right? I was like, oh yeah, he's getting angry at me because, or not angry, frustrated or like grumpy because
angry.
I'm doing this or doing that and he's just really tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, right? Like it was like just a front loading thing. And she'll tell you she's a athlete too, but she's had a water cut and drop weight for a competition herself. But she'll tell you she's like, it is nothing like what we do when she's. So she's like, oh yeah, I can. She's like, oh yeah, no problem. I had to cut weight once for a competition. I'm like, cool.
I hear you.
But you guys are really supportive with each other. Like that's what I mean. Like you guys are super supportive with each other's goals.
Right. So
and that
Chris,
helps, a lot.
I would also say to Chris, it's just communication, right? You gotta talk. You gotta talk it out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, Chris. He's the He was the overall classic champ.
Yes.
He didn't defend his title. Yeah.
No, he did not. But
Great guy. Great guy.
Dion says hi. Anyway, he says hi. And
Hi, Dion.
yeah. Then let's see here. We got a couple more. Then we'll make it quick.
I was just talking to Dion a little earlier. He was giving me a little pep talk about back in the gym training already.
I know that.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see. Jason wants to know about what you guys do for wants to know what you do for post comp. How do you guys handle kind of going back to normal life? Is it stressful? Do you get depressed? Is it something that he's competing in his first show and he's worried about coming back and putting on a little bit of weight and not liking what's happening and dealing with getting a little bit bigger and losing everything that you worked for months?
Well, he's coming off a show and let himself ease back into it, but kind of maybe get yourself a little plan, something to kind of strive you to kind of maybe kind of drag you down with the diet, maybe a little bit further along, kind of so you can let your body ease into the other food and stuff, and so it's not that big plunge up with water weight and all that. Then maybe just make a plan for what's going to happen, what you're going to go with, and give yourself some sight into the following few months that's going to happen and this and that, and give you something to look forward to, so you don't just come right off the diet and go right crazy, and then all of a sudden once you hit sugar you go crazy and it's just shoveling and shoveling and shoveling. Maybe make a plan and get back into the diet a little bit. Maybe set yourself one meal a day.
Because you can get those post show blues really bad. I know a lot of people get them, but when I was competing, I always had my next goal in sight. I always knew what I was doing next, so I found that helped a lot.
I know what my next goal
is
right now.
Having the next goal,
right?
Yeah, and it keeps you motivated. It keeps you motivated, right? Plus,
it does.
100%.
I'm always in the sport, right? I'm coaching, sponsoring the shows and all that. So I'm always involved in the sport. So, I have to stay in shape. I'm always involved in the sport, so I don't go into those post show blues. And I always had a next goal in mind after shows.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with eating healthy after a show. It's nothing wrong with it. We don't have to binge eat.
I follow the same diet. No, I follow the same diet all year.
Oh,
I just
one second. I'll be right back, guys.
In the off season.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And there's always that amazing strength gain that happens right after a show too. Your physique suffers a bit, but man, the gym workouts are just so much better.
Phenomenal. They're phenomenal.
Oh man, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Pumps come back
pumps in the gym. Well,
you feel alive again, right?
You can tell you're growing instantly.
Yeah, even when I'm in there right now, I'm just doing side laterals and some hammers and some reverse rows and targeting the back, and the pumps are just crazy, and because I'm not eating
more than me,
1,500 to 2,000 calories anymore.
You know, so. You're doing a lot more than me, and you got a torn bicep, so I have no excuse. I gotta get back.
You gotta get back, Dev. You gotta get back.
You're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better.
Oh, I know. Right. And I have a gym.
Yeah.
I have a full gym. Hack squat, leg press, everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's awesome.
There's no excuse.
You'll do it when you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see here. Go through. There's a lot of them have to do with being motivated. It always seems to be a common thing. Let's see. Have you done anything crazy to get like backstage before you going out and pumping up? Have you ever like I know people used to drink a lot. I remember 2000 and I don't know 15 maybe. I went and had a little too many shots of Fireball backstage. And
Yeah,
then
I've done that.
came out during one of my posing routines and I was a little wobbly.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't really stand that well. I'm going to take a knee and do a pose.
It hits you hard. Yeah.
I'm not really big on doing anything crazy last minute. I don't find it makes a difference.
Yeah, probably.
It doesn't help. I
No,
think that's an old wives'
But
tale or something.
No, I find it's almost like a ritual, like you eat a bunch of chocolate or whatever. But that just makes your gut feel like shit when you're out there. So
Yeah.
I feel like if you're ready, you're ready. If you're ready, you're ready, right?
Yeah. No
The
crazy
drinking
tactics.
thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, the drinking thing. If they're not an alcoholic like me, I get them to take. I get some of my clients. I ask them if they want to. I get them to take 2 shots of 40% alcohol the night before the show, just to help them dry out a bit and calm their nerves a bit. So 2 shots of hard stuff.
It's like what Ronnie did.
If they want. Yeah, like Ronnie and Lebroni.
Kevin,
Yeah. So it's going to help dry them out a bit, and it's going to calm their nerves a bit, which cortisol is going to lower, and right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of my little tricks I do sometimes. That's the night before the show.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
great too.
Definitely wouldn't recommend doing anything crazy the day of the show because there's
No.
anything weird that you put in your stomach is going to come back to bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
For sure.
definitely. I agree.
Yeah.
That's why we don't change anything. We like the carb up stuff, Josh.
Yeah, that's
For
why I
example.
keep it all the same.
We stick to we stick to what we were carbing up with throughout the diet, not
Right.
add in all these different weird.
Oh, you
things
don't
that
go to
we haven't.
McDonald's? Oh,
Not anymore. Used to. My
No,
very first show on 2013, I went to McDonald's with Andy.
yeah.
And after the
Yeah.
morning show, we went to McDonald's, and that was the best burger I've ever had, still to this day.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I was eating it.
Do you know what I get? Do you know why I don't do that anymore? Like I used to do that for all the sodium and stuff like that, the burgers and fries and stuff. But as you know, I get you measuring your sodium. So you're measuring your sodium and potassium.
Yeah.
Rate. As soon as you start carbon up, you're putting sodium and potassium on everything. So
Yeah.
so I do the sodium load. So you're sodium loading very high first of the week, and then you're coming down slightly. So you're still pissing out all that water, but you still have a lot of sodium in your system, so you can still carb up and get the glycogen in the muscles, right?
Right.
It worked. Yeah.
So it seems to.
Yeah. Then I have another guy. He's competing for the first time and super nervous about going on stage. And just any tips, anything that you guys might want to suggest for like calming the nerves? Just he's
What
probably
Josh
looks
said
great.
earlier.
He probably looks great, but
Drink
just
a bunch
like
of Fireball.
yeah.
Drink a bunch of Fireball and get
That will work.
drunk on.
Like, do you
before
guys
go on
remember
stage,
what-
that'll work.
Do you guys remember your first time on stage and like what?
You can't see hardly anybody,
Yeah, well-
so it's just pretty much you anyway. So
Yeah,
that's a
Once
good
you're out
point.
there, it's fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
what?
It's getting from backstage to the stage. Once you're on the stage, it's great.
Once you're on, you're good to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you're on stage, I mean, yeah. Well, we did our first show together, Andy, and yeah. Once you're on stage, right? It's you can't even see anybody. All you see is lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see
You
anything.
can see the judges and lights.
You can
if
see
you
the
practice
judges.
your-
As long as you look, as long as you look good and you feel like you look good, then
Practice
you're
your
gonna feel
posing.
confident up there.
You're going to feel confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
right.
As
practice.
long as you, as long as you look like you belong, and anybody can look like they belong, just follow your diet.
Yeah.
Follow your diet.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to be massive. You don't have to be massive. If you come in conditioned, people are going to respect that.
Yeah.
Whether you're
sure.
160 pounds or 180 or 200.
Or
Very respected.
132.
yeah,
Either or.
they're 132.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That was
mean,
my
look
first
at you were talking about Sean Clarita earlier.
Yeah.
What was his first show? 130. 130.
Oh, he was in the
135?
130s as well, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 130s. His first show too. So
Yeah.
I mean,
And he just
And
won
now
the
he's
Olympia at 178,
Olympia.
wasn't it? Or did he hit 180?
yeah,
I think he was. I think
he was
hit
180 before, but I think
Yeah.
he was like one. Yeah, I think he was like 178 this time, but he was 180 before. Yeah, in the 180s. Yeah.
So it's
Cool. No. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty standard. Just, and I'd like to just always try to be in the moment. Just when I'm back there, just look around and be like, "Holy crap, I did it!" No matter how many times you're doing it, you still appreciate what you did and that you're there,
yeah.
and that you're backstage at a bodybuilding show about to going, like, that's amazing for on so many different levels, because you're doing something that almost nobody can do. Like a very small
Especially bringing
percentage of
the
people.
A very small percentage. Anybody can get up there, but to bring the level of conditioning that we bring,
Yeah.
us four bring,
It
is a
is
different
like, yeah,
age.
it's a different story.
Yeah.
And that's their
So,
time to shine
if
too,
my-
right?
Yeah. If I cut out, boys, my phone's gonna die. It's at like 3%.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what happens if I cut out.
That's good. Well, we're going on almost an hour and a half. We can probably we can call her a night. I'm hungry and I need to go to eat and go to bed. I can feel my
I'm
blood
hungry
sugar.
too.
All right.
Yeah, Amy's got
Thanks
some
for having me on, brother.
pizza squares
Appreciate it.
over there. So
What's that, Andy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Amy's got some pizza
Oh, I
squares
got-
over there. So,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, look at that, Dev. Dev's got his
What's
His
that?
brother is-
Who gave me that now? Someone gave
barbell.
me that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, that was
I'm gonna say
that was
Josh
Josh
give you
Nelson.
that.
Yeah,
Josh
my wife made it
Did give me
from
that.
Freebird Jewelry,
Yeah.
That's
and then
Nice.
Awesome.
a little thank you gift for some of the hard work.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Awesome,
thanks
guys.
for having me on, man. Thanks for having me on,
We
buddy.
will definitely
Yeah,
we'll keep
Appreciate
going on this. We could talk forever, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's,
Yeah, I
there's
think
still
so.
lots left. We never get into this here guy. What when he started and
Yeah.
where his first start came from,
Yeah,
Mr. Briggs.
yeah,
Me?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
You're next. You're next
We'll get into
time.
it next time.
He started with
Yeah.
me.
that's what I mean.
He
We
started
never
with
get
me.
into that.
We gotta get into
Sorry,
you. We gotta get into you, Jamie. And what?
Yeah, when's
Back in the
James' story?
back in the 90s.
Back in the
Yeah, we gotta get into
I
your
was
story,
down for
Jamie, in
it.
'92.
Yeah, we did that last couple weeks ago, didn't we, Josh?
A little bit, yeah. We could get into it a little bit more.
But there's a lot more. There's a lot
Pull
more.
out some more questions. Yeah.
Oh,
for
okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, you were on, Jamie.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago was just to we were
Oh, nice.
3 weeks or
sweet.
4 weeks.
So,
out. Who said
bring
Yeah.
bring Cupkey on
I'm
next
gonna go
time
check
too.
them out.
Oh yeah, we could do it. We could get him on for sure.
I'm getting into it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be
Yeah.
able to hear him.
No, you'll have to. We'll get him a special microphone.
Yeah.
who we talking about?
Cupkey.
Cupkey.
Oh, Cupkey. Yeah, yes. Yeah, there's another old schooler.
He must be.
Yeah.
He's been around as long as you in the bodybuilding scene. I think Jamie.
Yeah, he was there at that 92, my first one. I think he won the Moncton Invitational that year.
That's right.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shredded.
Contract dinner.
Absolutely. Cupkey
Yep.
was absolutely inside out back in the day, too.
Yep.
Those
Hot
crazy,
dogs and
crazy-
craft dinners. I think he's got a.
Check
I think he's
this
got a
out.
good story there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check this out, boys.
What's that? The
Can you see that?
Overall men's That's
Overall
surprising.
men's
What's that
bodybuilding champion. Flex
Yeah.
Lewis. That's not mine. I
Is
didn't win the Flex.
Oh, that's Cupkeys.
That's Cupkeys.
that Andrews?
That's Cupkeys.
Why do you have Andrews?
Yeah, I coached. I coached him for. I coached him for that overall win. So he gave me his trophy.
That's
Yes, sir.
crazy.
Oh my God, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
These
that mean I gotta give
those are all.
Do I got to give Andy mine?
None of them are mine.
Yeah, give me your
No.
trophies. Give me them all.
None of those are.
They're just people I collect.
Right.
That
None
one
of those are
actually means
Devin's.
that one actually means the most to me though. Really.
Yeah.
That was
I like-
that was a
I
great
like
moment.
coaching.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was a good show, man.
I was there.
I like coaching a lot better than competing. So yeah. But
That was great.
nice seeing you, boys. Nice catching up.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
good seeing you, Dev.
Good.
Good seeing you, Briggsy.
All right.
Thanks,
We'll
Yeah.
talk-
fellas.
Nice
Awesome.
seeing you,
guys.
Jamie.
We'll be ta-
Briggs, Josh.
All right,
We'll
guys.
see you
All right.
guys. We'll be talking again for sure.
See you, boys.
Later.
Peace.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you, boys.
See yous.